I told Marcus on our second date that his ex-girlfriend Sarah was cheating on him with his business partner for 2 years. Hey, I am Alex from Unraveled Stories. Before we get into this, if you are new here, we do this every day. Subscribe so you do not miss what comes next. Now, this one wrecked me. Let me tell you what happened. I never meant for it to come out like that. God, I replay that moment every single day wondering if I should have just kept my mouth shut. But you have to understand the whole situation to get why I did what I did. It started 3 months earlier when I moved back to Denver after my divorce. I was 32, completely broken, and honestly just trying to figure out how to be a human being again after 8 years of marriage went down in flames. My sister Emma convinced me to try online dating. She literally sat on my couch and created my profile while I ate ice cream and complained about how all men are trash. Classic post-divorce behavior, right? So I am scrolling through these apps, going on terrible first dates with guys who either still live with their moms or spend the entire dinner talking about their crypto investments. Then I match with Marcus. Marcus Chen. God, just saying his name still makes my chest tight. He was different from his first message. No hey gorgeous or what up beautiful. He asked me about the book in my profile picture. We talked for 2 weeks before meeting, and I mean really talked. About everything. Our childhoods, our dreams, what we wanted out of life. I felt something I had not felt in years. Our first date was at this little coffee shop called The Grind on Larimer Street. It was a Saturday in February, snowing like crazy outside. I got there first and was so nervous I ordered 3 lattes before he arrived. When he walked in, I swear the entire room shifted. He was even more handsome than his pictures. Dark hair, these incredible brown eyes, and this smile that made me forget every bad thing that had ever happened to me. We talked for 4 hours. 4 hours. The baristas were literally stacking chairs around us and we were still deep in conversation about whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie. He was funny, intelligent, kind. He told me about his marketing company that he started with his best friend Jake 3 years ago. How they were finally turning a real profit. How proud he was of building something from nothing. And then he mentioned Sarah. His ex-girlfriend of 3 years who he had broken up with 6 months earlier. The way he talked about her, you could tell he was still processing it. Not like he wanted her back, but like he was still confused about how it all fell apart. She told me she felt like we were more like roommates than lovers, he said, stirring his coffee slowly. I guess I was so focused on work, on building the business, that I did not see how unhappy she was. I felt for him. I really did. Because I knew exactly what it felt like to have a relationship end and spend months wondering what you could have done differently. We made plans for a second date right there in the coffee shop. Dinner at Guard and Grace the following Friday. I floated home through the snow feeling like maybe, just maybe, I was ready to trust someone again. That whole week I could not stop thinking about him. We texted constantly. Good morning messages, random thoughts throughout the day, long conversations before bed. By Thursday night I was already imagining what our third date might look like. I even went shopping for a new dress. A blue wrap dress from Nordstrom that cost way more than I should have spent but made me feel beautiful for the first time since my divorce. Friday came and I spent 2 hours getting ready. Hair, makeup, the works. I felt nervous in the best possible way. Like a teenager going to prom. I got to the restaurant 15 minutes early because I am always early when I am anxious, and sat at the bar nursing a glass of wine. That is when I saw them. Sarah and Jake. Marcus' ex-girlfriend and his business partner. At a corner table in the back of the restaurant, completely wrapped around each other like they were the only 2 people in the world. And I mean wrapped around each other. Her hand was in his hair, his hand was on her thigh, they were kissing like they were about to rip each other clothes off right there in the middle of this fancy steakhouse. My first thought was not "oh my god, they are together." My first thought was "how long has this been going on?" Because the way they were touching each other, looking at each other, this was not new. But what happened next? I still get chills thinking about it. If you need to know, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Part 2 drops in a few hours. I am Alex, this is Unraveled Stories, and this one is far from over.